Almost any speech can benefit from an effective story. This is because storytelling is an important part of human communication. It allows us to connect with others. Therefore, utilizing a story within a presentation or speech can work to bring this connection to an audience and a speaker. However, if done wrong, a story can lead an audience to feel confused or even disconnected to the message. Therefore, we will explore the different elements that make up good storytelling in a speech and how to apply them. First, let's look at the actual story itself. Typically, a story within a speech acts as an example to clarify a message, meaning the story needs to be topical. The message of your story has to apply to the message of your speech. While this may seem obvious, it can be easy for the audience to miss the connection that the speaker intended. In order to make sure that your story relates to the message of your speech, try telling the story to a friend and asking if they understand how it relates. Keep in mind, it may help to draw back to the message of your speech as you are telling the story. Next, make your story personal. Utilizing a story that you relate to will make the storytelling process more enjoyable. When someone tells a personal story, they tend to interact with it more, meaning they deliver it in a more natural and confident way. This is because they know the story better. Having a personal story can also make the speaker seem more credible to the audience. Overall, when thinking of a story or example for your speech, look at your own experiences first. However, there are some drawbacks to using a personal story. You want your story to be straightforward, and when you use a personal story, it's easy to make side comments or add separate tangents. These can disrupt the flow of your speech and ultimately ruin the overall clarity. So when considering a story for your speech, look at all of the different parts and omit those that are not important for this presentation. Your final product should be a short, linear story that includes the most important and relatable aspects of the story. Finally, your story should be illustrative. Seeing as the story is working as an example or clarifier, making your story as clear and illustrative as possible is important. This can be difficult to do without adding a lot of unnecessary fluff to your speech. Remember, we still want the story to be straightforward. Therefore, rather than adding unnecessary detail, take the main points of your story and frame them in the clearest and most concise way possible. Your goal is to turn these main points from plain concepts into significant qualifiers that your audience will remember. Together, these elements make up a quality story that will work well with your speech and maintain your audience's interest. However, the story is only half of storytelling. As a speaker, it is up to you to deliver the story in a way that will make the audience want to listen to it. Therefore, we need to examine the telling part of storytelling. Telling simply refers to how you deliver a story. Delivering a story in a speech needs to both stand out from the rest of the speech and maintain the same professionalism and overall tone. Therefore, in order to tell a great story, you need to be engaging. Specifically, you need to engage your audience. Show your audience that you care about the story you are telling and make them care along with you. You also need to be real, meaning you are not presenting a fake version of your story, or ultimately yourself, to the audience. Rather, you are showing them the best version of it and you. Finally, be energetic. Allow your excitement to make the audience feel excited. Feel the emotions of your story fully, and the audience will follow. Altogether, these elements will provide your audience with a useful tool they can use to reflect on your message, and ultimately, help bring effective storytelling to your speech.